Thiện bao lâu vậy? Good afternoon, dear friends. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's nice to see all of you. I just want to let you know that this session is currently live streamed on YouTube. Good afternoon, dear friends. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you would like to rename, it's nice to see. If you would like to rename yourself to protect your privacy, please do so. We know that there are a lot of friends who wish to join the session but are unable to join because of their busy schedule. So this is why sometimes we offer this live stream so those who cannot join us live can watch it later. Thank you so much. Could we all unmute ourselves and just share a few words? Hello to one another.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey y'all,
Hello.
calling from
Hello.
Florida.
Hello.
Hi friends, how you
Good to
friends?
be here.
Woo! Hello, Lie from Japan, who was here for a few months with us. Hello, arigato.
How are you?
Good, thank you. I see friends who visited the monastery a few weeks ago that are here joining us right now. And I would like to take this time to introduce to all of you. Sitting next to me is Sister Sư Nghiêm. What is the English translation of your name, Sister Sư Nghiêm?
Sister Churam.
Churam.
Ialm.
Do you still remember Sister Sư Nghiêm who joined us with me online session in the first? I think it was a year and a half that she joined us, but because of her schedule, or have she has other commitments that she has been unable to join us. And today she accepted my invitation. So can we give flowers for Sister Sungyeom? Let's see. Sister Sungyeom, would you like to introduce me to everyone?
Yeah, as Sister Bội Nghiêm says that I am Sister Su Nghiêm. I am the first sister who come to Magnolia in the year 2010. And I come first before Sister Bội Nghiêm. After we come, and then we write a letter to Plum Village to ask if they can allow Sister Bội Nghiêm to come over. And she agreed to come over to join with us in Magnolia Grove. And then she stayed until now with me.
We are known as buddies, stick together since the very beginning, have been inseparable since 2010, right?
Yeah.
The Magnolia Grove Monastery. For those of you who don't yet know Sister Sungyeom, she has a beautiful, beautiful quality, and that is she's able to celebrate and be happy to other people's positive qualities, success, and happiness. And I feel that this is a gift that she offers to those who live with her. So I really appreciate this quality that Sister Sungyeom has. Always encouraging, always letting others know that I support you. I'm happy to know that you can do it, even though I can't do it. But I'm happy to see that you can do it. And I think this is a spirit that we can all carry in our heart and apply it in our daily life. If Sister Sungyeom can do it, everybody can do it, right, Sister Sungyeom?
Yes, correct.
Shall we start with some songs? Let's see, I will share with you the screen. So that you can see the songs. Let's see. Here you go. Can you see this okay?
No. It's still loading.
It's still loading. How about now? Are you able to see it okay?
No, still loading.
Really?
Share.
Let me
Open
see.
bắt đầu share.
So let me stop sharing and then let's try it again.
Share screen.
Share screen, share.
Bấm vô đây rồi.
How about now? Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. If you would like to suggest a song, feel free to unmute yourself or type it in the chat box.
How about happiness?
Number 4, Bo? Okay. We invite you to please be really happy when you sing this song and have a smile on our face. We can do movements. We can make up any movement we want. Or, Bo, since you chose this song, would it be possible that you can do the movement? While I sing, you can do the movements and we all follow your movement. Is that okay? It's teamwork.
That's fine, as long as it wasn't the other way around, me sing and you do movements. They'll appreciate you a lot more. Yes, I will do the movements that I usually do. I'd be happy to.
Okay, I will look at you when we sing. Okay. 2, and we can move our body, right?
And they can sing too, right?
Yes, you are invited to sing, but please mute yourself.
Yeah, they got to sing too.
Okay, 2, 3. Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worries. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. No longer in a hurry. Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worries. Somewhere to go, something to do, but I don't need to hurry. All right, shall we do one more time? I think this is very joyful. Okay, Bo, is there another friend that you would like us to do the movement, or we can continue with you?
Well, why don't one of you do the movement and one of you sing, or both of you sing and do the movements? Add a little twist to it.
Sister Sung, what would you like to do?
Both sing and both do movement.
Okay, so will you do the movement first and I follow you?
No, we do together.
Oh, I can sing. I'll just stay muted. You got it.
Okay, all right. Try it again. Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worries. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. No longer in a hurry. Happiness is here and now. I have dropped my worries. Somewhere to go, something to do, but I don't need to hurry. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sister Sungyeon. Another request. Do we know the song number 9? It's a beautiful song. Is it okay we sing this song? And this song also has movements. In gratitude, you have watered seeds of love in me. In gratitude, I will water seeds of love in someone too. I know you're there for me, and I am so happy. In gratitude, you have watered seeds of love in me. In gratitude. In gratitude, I will water seeds of love in someone too. And when you suffer some, just please call and I will come. And maybe last song. Oh, this one is nice. I think it's nice to sing, to try to sing a new song from time to time. Number 25. This song also has movement. I say L, I say L-O, L-O-V, L-O-V. How do you do E? E, right, E.
E.
Okay, and then everybody needs some love. Everybody needs some love. Everybody needs some love. Everybody needs some love. So let's try the clap again. Okay, Sister Sungil?
Yeah.
It goes like this.
How to clap?
Yeah, how do we clap?
How do we clap? In rhythm.
So it's like this. Everybody needs some love. Everybody needs some love.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Everybody needs some love.
1, 2, 3.
Everybody needs some
You have to
love.
count.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
So there you go. Good. Okay. Shall we do it again? I say L. I say L-O. L-O-V. L-O-V-E. Everybody needs some love. Everybody needs some love. Everybody needs some love. Everybody needs some love. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for joining the fun and the mindful songs with us. And now we would like to invite Sister Sungyeom to offer 15 minutes of guided sitting meditation. And she will invite us how to sit and how to come back to the present moment.
Dear respected Thầy and dear sister and dear Sangha. So now I would like to invite everybody to sit beautifully straight upright. Make sure your feet touching the floor. And relax your whole body. Relax your shoulder, relax your face, and you can have a gentle smile to help to relax the muscle on your face and your body, so you can enjoy the feeling at ease. And this exercise helps us to be in contact with wholesome and fresh things, which have the capacity to heal. When going outside with your six senses, continue making connection with all the good things around you. You will see that the outside world is brighter and more beautiful than before. You have begin again to be nourished by what is wonderful in life. So now I would like to begin with the 3 sounds of the bell. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. In, out. Breathing in, I am in touch with the fresh, pure air. Breathing out, I smile with the fresh, pure air. Fresh, pure air, smiling. Breathing in, I am in touch with the green trees. Breathing out, I smile with the green trees. Green trees smiling. Breathing in, I am in touch with the flowers. Breathing out, I smile with the flowers. In touch with flowers, smiling. Breathing in, I am in touch with the singing of birds. Breathing out, I smile with the singing of birds. Singing of birds, smiling. Breathing in, I am in touch with the sunshine. Breathing out, I smile with the sunshine. In touch with sunshine, smiling.
So, dear friends, the session of guided seating meditation is now over. You may rub your two hands together like this to create some warmth and place them on your face. Send yourself love. Massage your head. We are invited to continue to be aware of our breathing, of the different sounds we hear. Like I can hear the sound that Sister Sugim is making. This is to help me to come back to the present moment. Dear respected beloved teacher, dear Sister Sugim, and dear beloved friends, may I ask who are joining us here today or here for the first time? Can you raise your hand? Okay, wow, we have quite a few. Thank you so much for joining us today. Some of you are new here, but I think you've visited the monastery before, so I can recognize your face. Yeah. My name is Sister Bội Nghiêm, Sister Sư Nghiêm. Forgot to introduce me. My name is Sister Bội Nghiêm. English translation is Sister True Pearl. Today, Sister Sư Nghiêm and I will share with you on the topic creating new positive habits. As we know that it is so easy to create a negative habit, right? But to create a positive one, it requires so much patience, self-care, and acceptance. Where else to create a new habit, it comes naturally without making extra effort. Anyone have this experience before, or is it just me? If you have the same experience, then raise your hand. That is easy to create a bad habit and a positive habit. Okay, this is a nice thing about practicing with others people, and we see that we're not the only one. And before I share, I would like to invite all of us to take some time to write in the chat box this question. Please share a positive habit you recently created, and how has this helped you overcome daily challenges? I will type it in the chat box so you can see. Please share a positive habit you recently created, and how has this helped you overcome daily challenges? There you go. Please write your answer in the chat box, and I will read them. Sister Sugim and I, we will take turn to read them out loud, so you all could hear. This is the same question that I'll be asking Sister Sugim later, so she can prepare for sharing.
The challenge.
Sister Sugim, could you help to read some?
Walking, this
From here, yes.
walking meditation had helped to manage stress and enjoy nature. Every morning I say the Gata upon waking up. I smile as I have 24 brand new hours. It helps me start the day in a better way. In another person, improved my diet for 30 days. Felt I had more control over this part of my life. Eating an apple really slowly, tasting every bite, helped me to stay in the present moment. Okay.
From my bedroom window, I found a mountain in the distance. Every morning, my alarm goes off to just look at the mountain and know that it looks like that mountain. It reminds me to look up from my computer and be in the moment. Practicing looking up. Drink lots of fresh water, fewer headaches, and more energy. I totally agree.
Wow.
This is something that
perfect.
I also have. Thank you so much, friend, for that. This is a good tip, especially now that the weather is getting warmer. Since the retreat in March, I have begun touching the earth 3 times each day. My practice is deepening and I feel more connected to our beautiful earth. Smiling for no apparent reason as someone immediately improves my mood. Praying helps me to cultivate a loving heart. Walking meditation while I walk my dog. This also lets me know that your dog also practices walking meditation. I water my house plants every Sunday. I feel a sense of calmness when I water my plants. This is how I start my week. I am writing every day, like a diary. It helps me see patterns in negative thinking so I can make small positive changes and break the pattern. Sister Sunya, could you continue?
Attending the Magnolia Grove online Dharma talk whenever I can. It has helped me to stay grounded and calm in my daily life and gives me something wonderful to look forward to. Immediately sending metta to those, especially public figures, who disturb me with their warlike position. They are teachers of loving kindness. After retiring from my job last week, I have begun a daily meditation and Dharma sharing practice. I have been much less cranky. Read positive quotes, listen to Plum Village songs and chants in the evening. Every meditation to wind down at night. Recently, I started to do sitting meditation every day and feel more calm. I look for ways I interact with those I find challenging. It helped me to feel harmony with them. Early morning mountain biking, a nice morning that helped create a good day. I have activated the mindfulness bell on my phone to chime once an hour. When possible, I breathe mindfully when it chimes. That helps me to be more mindful.
One friend also practices evening yoga. I've created a positive mindfulness with regards to my breathing and posture. When I notice that I am shallow breathing, I slow my breath down and take slower, deeper breaths, which calms me. By connecting my posture, my breathing becomes easier. Just out of knee surgery and not in charge of my food, I say, oh, well, eating things I've not had in decades. Surprise, drop the stories, find new tasting things again. I swim for exercise. Every few laps I stop and remember to really feel the water and the present. It helps me feel grateful for my life. When I open my eyes in the morning, I also read the Wake Up Gatha and smile. I've practiced sitting meditation almost every morning, and I also read Tay's book at night before I sleep. To take care of my body and mind, I drink hot water, take Qigong classes every morning. Thank you so much, dear friends.
Nó sắp đọc cái này, mới đọc à?
for your beautiful practice.
When I open my eye in the morning. Oh, this
Yeah.
is the same.
This is the same as on top. Yes.
Oh.
Thank you so much, dear friends, for sharing with us your practice. It is indeed very, very inspiring. It seems like these new habits that you're creating is something that you do every day. And there are those who do this, who create this habit more than one time a day, like drinking water, eating an apple, walking. These are the movements that we do more than once a day. So we have plenty of opportunity to create new habits. I feel that when we create this new positive habit, it also helps us to be more positive in our daily life. So as we know that everything is inter-R, everything depends on other things. This is why whenever I share, I like to tend to share on the topic, on the positive side of things and not on the negative. Because there is a hook in negativity. What we see on the news every day, the sad stories tend to catch our attention more. And when we see somebody who suffers, the compassion inside of us is immense. And yet, when we see someone who is happy, is our compassion level the same? This morning, when I tried to do some research on this topic, many articles indicate that it is highly recommended for us to be patient and have self-compassion and don't be so hard on ourselves. Of course, everything is easier said than done. And we've heard this many years in our life. And that there are habits that are so difficult to create. And habits that are very difficult to keep. However, we have seen that through our daily practice of mindfulness, of meditation, of self-love and self-care, creating new positive habit energy is not as difficult as we thought. Before I continue, let us listen to one sound of the bell. The clock in the dining hall just chimed. Were you able to hear it? Okay, yes, that was our bell. So I went online and found an article by Harvard Business Review. And I found this statement very interesting and helpful. It says that habit and routine are not interchangeable. A habit is a behavior done with little or no thought. Please remember that a habit is behavior done with little or no thought. Whereas a routine is a series of behaviors frequently and intentionally repeated. To turn behavior into a habit, it first needs to become a routine. And here's another interesting thing. Half of our daily actions are driven by repetition. This is the same with our thoughts, right? Really, most of our thoughts are repetitive. And most of our actions are also repetitive. And we get bored with anything that is repetitive. That is why in each one of us, we always want to seek for something new. Then the feelings that we have is different. We feel more excited, we feel more happy, we feel life has now more colors. Anything that is repetitive, we consider it boring, ordinary, dull. So in order for us to create a new habit, we first need to have a routine. And in a routine, it's a series of behaviors frequently and intentionally repeated. A new habit that I've been creating in the last few months is in the beginning of the session of seating meditation, for the first 10 minutes or 15 minutes after the bell is invited, I place my hand on my abdomen and just to become aware of my breathing, rising and falling. Any thoughts that come to mind, I don't pay attention to them. I know they will come and they will go. But my focus, my attention, my concentration is on my belly rising and falling. And this is something I do twice a day, if on that day the Sangha has seating meditation in the morning and in the afternoon. And so this helps me a lot whenever I am in a situation where I feel there's tension and heat in my body, which means the frustration level is high. I want to say something quickly to react out of irritation. I remind myself to place my hand on my tummy. And my focus is on my belly. And it really, really helped me to stand firm on my ground, to reduce the heat in my body, and to help me calm my heartbeat. Right? We all experience the heart rate when we are irritated or when there is anger inside. And there were moments in meetings I felt that heat in me, that anger in me, that disagreement in me. Then I just continue to place my hand on my tummy. And it's something that in the community, we have the permission to do, and it doesn't look weird. Where else it might look weird for some of us when we are with our colleagues. But now imagine if you are at a meeting and you sit where you can move yourself very close to the table and you put your hands on your tummy. Nobody can see that you're placing your hand on your tummy. Only you would know. And this has saved me many, many times in keeping my posture solid, in helping me to share with a tone of voice that is peaceful enough for others to hear. Because if not, then my tone of voice can make others feel activated and perhaps increase that anger in them. And I also do this when I drive my car. Yes, from time to time, I just put one hand on the wheel, especially if it's a long drive, right? And I feel the rising and the falling of my breathing. So this positive habit energy that we want to create it is not just a physical action. It starts with the thinking, which is also an action. Because we want to improve our life. We want to have a better lifestyle. We want to have good health. That is why every morning when we wake up, we recite the short verse, "Waking up this morning, I smile," and really smile. You are in the dark, nobody can see you, and you smile to yourself. Waking up this morning, I smile. 24 brand new hours are before me. I vow to look at all living beings with the eyes of compassion. And that is just a great way to start off our day. Smile to ourselves and have compassion for others. I noticed that there are some good habits that we were able to keep for many years. Let's say waking up early. Like I used to be able to wake up at 4:30 for at least the last 2 years. But recently I had difficulty waking up at 4:30. I would wake up at 5. And this has happened only the last 2 months. And now it is so difficult for me to wake up at 4:30 like I did in the past. And that was the habit I had for 2 years. And now, in the last 2 months, they're gone. And to be able to have that habit again, I'm struggling. This is something that is quite simple for many of you, and difficult for me. This is also to let us see that there are habits that is so easy for us to create. Like enjoy an apple and savor every bite. And there are habits that are so difficult to break. For instance, having our iPhone, watching something when we eat. But if we set our intention and we start with few minutes a day, and then over time we increase the duration, then it's possible for us to create new habits, because it really helps us to look at life differently and to have good health. What you wrote, these are the habits that you were able to create it. You were able to create. Now, let us try to make an aspiration to create new habit energy. If you work in a field where you have to write a lot of emails, do you start your email with "dear," or do you start with a wish, or do you just start with say yes and no? When we write an email and we ask for somebody to help, we start off with lovingly describing what the weather is like, how we are feeling, and we send well wishes. And once we have what we need, then it's very short email. And we forget all the good wishes, well wishes that we were able to do. And that's a pity. That's a pity, really. But what are some things that we do every day, many times a day, but we do it like an automatic machine? Now, can we add some positive habit into it by changing how we think differently? For example, I often share with many of you that I drink at least 4 liters of water every day. This cup. So every time I drink water, I'm very grateful to the cup, to the water, and that the water enters my mouth. I'm able to swallow it, and it goes down to my other organs without any pain, without any difficulties. And I start to feel so happy right away just by drinking this cup of water. Because I know that one day, who knows, I might have severe pain when I try to swallow water. And if I wait until that time to really appreciate my esophagus, my stomach, and other parts of the organ, then it's a pity for me. Or if we wear headphones to hear somebody talk or to hear something, be grateful to the fact that this headphone is working properly, that our ears can still hear sound. And a good habit energy that we can create is to transform neutral feeling into pleasant feeling. We have neutral feeling where we sometimes we don't feel happy or sad. We have pleasant feeling. Let's say now you're sitting here listening to me, nobody is bothering you. You feel pleasant, I hope. And imagine if somebody comes to your room right now and says something out of the blue and makes you feel not very happy, then you will experience unpleasant feeling. And perhaps some of you who are sitting here who don't feel pleasant or unpleasant, then right away you can invite yourself and say, how wonderful it is to have 49 other friends joining us here today to remember to come back to our breathing. To learn how to create new habit energy. Let us breathe. So whatever positive habit energy that we've created, please do our best to keep it as permanent as long as possible. And we can always have space to create new habit energy, new habit, if we want. As mindfulness practitioner, we are invited to be creative with our own practice. We can sing to ourselves every morning when we wake up. And we practice to look up so that our eyes are not always in front of the computer, but look up to see the nature, the greens, the mountains, the trees. This good habit energy are our best friends. Because whatever enters into our consciousness, they will be there forever. Thank you so much for listening. And now I would like to ask Sister Sunyam a question. Because I promised Sister Sunyam that she will leave at 5:15 to help one of the sisters do some task. So because today we are talking on the topic of creating good energy, a good habit. I don't want for her to create a negative habit by being angry at me. Sister Sungyam, could you please share with us what positive habit energy you created in the recent months, and how has this helped you with dealing daily challenges?
Dear Sister Boyim and dear family, since my job is a treasurer, so I have to take care about the check, the bill, the paycheck, and expense or income, and I deal with a lot of number. I work on the QuickBook, and I deal with a lot of number, and that job is kind of boring. And it easy to get stressed. So I promise myself whenever I not working and whenever I try to connect with the nature as much as I can. So when I walk just a short distance from my nunnery to the kitchen, to the dining hall or to the meditation hall, while I'm walking, I enjoy the nature. I enjoy with the fresh air, with the sunshine, with the green tree, with the flower. So to balance, while I'm walking at on the QuickBook with all the number, and when I enter the number, and if it's not balanced, it takes me a long time to check back what I did wrong. Sometimes I enter the number incorrect, or sometimes I forget to delete or I add something in. So when it's not balanced, I'm struggle. And also there is like some bill from the credit card. I have to check back the statement from the bank and the spending. I recall sometimes the sister or the brother, they make some payment, they use the credit card, but they don't let me know, so it's not balanced. So I figure I have to go to add who already spent this amount on the credit card. and that job is struggle for me too. Yeah, but because I promised myself, like if I'm not dealing when I'm off from working on the computer with a QuickBook, I don't think it again. I just leave it behind me. So when I walk outside, I just enjoy the nature and I leave all the number behind me. When I sit on the table and I work, and then I deal with it. But when I not on my desk to do the QuickBook, so I just leave it behind, like and I just enjoy the nature. So it balance the energy, and it helped me to stay on that responsibility for a longer time. Many times I say, oh, I will give up, I will give up. But I look with I had to help the Sangha. I cannot give up. So because nobody like to do that. Because the other sister, they already do it for 4 years, and now she want to change. She rather to do in the garden, vegetable garden. The sister who taking care about the QuickBook, she referred to do on the vegetable garden. She feel more happy to do in the vegetable garden. And I think it's 4 years already very long for her. So I had to help. So even it's boring, sometimes I feel I struggle, I want to give up, but I think I need to do something to balance it. So by connect with the nature helped me a lot. Yeah, it balanced. And also stop thinking about negative thought. I'm thinking about something positive, something fun, hanging out with my sister to go to get a picture taking with the flower. We have wisteria, wisteria wild garden near our monastery, and we just went there to have a picture taking yesterday, and it's very healing and very nourishing. And I think like changing to the new habits is not easy. Like for my when I study English, change about pronunciation. I could like, for example, one word that Mississippi, I get used to pronounce it Mississippi, but my teacher told me that it should be Mississippi, right? Mississippi. And she told me, and I practice, I'm correct, but when I saying again, I get used to my old habit. Let's say Mississippi. So I had to try to repeat this Mississippi, about 30 times, 40 times, so that I want that habit gonna get into my consciousness, so to become the habit, so it will be easy to pronounce. But right now I still trying with pronunciation. So when we're learning English, we need to change our new habits a lot, because when we get used to our old pronunciation, it's very hard to change to the correct pronunciation. Yeah, so it's challenging for us, but we have to we try hard and harder. And also there's another habit that I would like to change is to eat dinner less. Because I hear one of a couple of weeks ago, we have a doctor, she's a chiropractor. She come here and she help us. And I was told that she not eating dinner, and that help her with sleeping. Will be sleepy easier if she don't eat dinner. I saw some of our sisters here, they also try not to eat dinner just because of the health of their stomach problem. When they practice not eating dinner, it help their stomach, their digestion better. But my digestion is no problem, so I don't thinking about not eating dinner. But when I hear our chiropractors say that it helps with the sleepy, so I try. But I think I cannot stop eating dinner, because there's one long time ago I sleep without eating dinner and it hurts my stomach. During the midday, I stay all day. I stay up all night, and so that's and it hurt my stomach, and he crawling, yeah. So I think, maybe I go the middle way, that I try to eat less at the dinner. But my habit energy is when I look after I serve the food and I look at my bowl, it's still full. Because I get used to get that much. So when I get it, I forget. I just follow my old habit. So even I say that, I will try to eat less, but I already make a full bowl, so I have to finish. So then, and I try several times, and then I think there's one way to help me to try, like use my smaller bowl. Yeah, if with the smaller bowl, it helped me to be mindful. Even I'm not mindful, but I cannot feel it so much. Yeah, so with the smaller bowl, it helped me to get less food, and then I tried. It helped me to eat less than, and I feel I feel that sleep. It helped me sleep a little bit better. Yes. So when I try that, I know that it's very hard for us to change our habit. So I think like when we expect somebody to change their habit, we have to give them the time, and we have to be patient with them. Like if you want your husband, your children, your friend, your wife, or your parent to change their habit, you have to give them time. Because when you try to change a new habit, it's not easy for us. So it's also not easy for them. So we have to be patient and give them the time. Yes.
Thank you, Sister Sungyeom. Now I know why in the last few weeks she invited the sisters to go for a walk, and this surprises many of us. Because in the past, whenever we try to invite Sister Sungyeom to go for a walk, her immediate response is no. Right? But now she's the one who actively asks the sisters. And I think one of the ways that can help you to have more positivity and have less time with QuickBook is to join Thursday practice session with me every month. Then you see many positive seeds are being watered, right? To hear stories from the friends and see their smiling faces. One question I want to ask Sister Sungyeom before she goes is, she has about 3 more minutes, is what positive habit energy that you want to create, but you find it difficult to create?
The positive attitude, the positive habit
That you want to create.
I want to create is breathing with my abdomen. Yeah, because I thought it's very important when we're breathing with our abdomen. It makes us breathe deeper, more air come in our body, and more bad air,
Carbon dioxide.
carbon dioxide come out. And it also helps us more solid. It helps us to manage our emotion easier, and it helps us calmer. But I still forgot breathing with my stomach. So, but when I remember, when I sit and waiting for something, if I remember, I practice.
Don't we all do that?
but I forgot mostly. but I still, even I forgot a lot, but I still practice. Even I just remember 1 time a day. I practice 1 time. I remember 2 times. I practice 2 times. Yeah, but better than nothing. Yeah.
That's right, and we're so lucky to have the bells here at the monastery, right, Sister Sungyeom? That is invited every 15 minutes. And we can also download Plum Village app in the App Store or Android Store and have it set every 30 minutes or every hour, so the bell can be invited to remind us to come back to our abdomen breathing. Or whenever we hear the sound of the phone ringing or a notification sound on the phone, we can use that as a bell of mindfulness. So thank you so much, Sister Sungyeom, for your open-heartedness and sharing with us the new habit energy that you created. Now I know that when you walk and you enjoy nature, I know why. It's a way for you to balance yourself from QuickBook. Anyone here doing QuickBook like Sister Sungyeom? Yeah, there you go. We have some friends. So please use her tips and to be more present in nature. and to savor each moment whenever we can. Thank you so much. Let us give a deep bow of gratitude to Sister Sungyeop before she goes to help with the work.
Yes, so I wish everybody just continue and enjoy the session.